Hello and welcome to the Warhorse Coaches Show. I'm your host, Anthony Collins. I have the pleasure today of being joined by our head girls softball coach. Today joining me is Coach Morgan Lazion, better known as Coach Mo. Coach, welcome to the show.
How are you?
Doing well, Coach. So for the viewers at home, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you actually came to be the head coach of the Warhorse softball team.
Okay, so this is my first head coach job. Okay. I'm only 26 years old. So when I applied to be teaching at Peabody, I just applied for biology, and then softball kind of worked its way out. I've always been around softball. I was an assistant coach where I came from. That's where I played in high school. And so softball is, my number one, my love. Mm-hmm. So I'm happy to be here at Peabody, and I'm glad the way it worked out for me to be here. And I think it was just all work of the Lord the way it worked out. For softball to be open when I got here.
You just said a mouthful, the work of the Lord. I feel like a lot of us have found our way into teaching kind of that way. Speak a little bit about your own personal playing experience. Like, what has the game of softball done for you?
Well, it's opened a lot of doors for me. It let me meet a lot of people. I've played softball since I was 3 years old.
Oh, wow.
And so for most of my life, all year long, it was softball, summer ball, fall ball, school ball. And where I come from, K through 12 school, mm-hmm. you start playing with the big girls when you're in junior high. And so I don't know anything other than softball.
Man, so it sounds like our girls are getting a wealth of knowledge and a lifetime of softball experience, basically.
Yes, sir.
So tell myself and the viewers at home, first-time coach here at Peabody High School, fairly young. What does it take to change the culture and create a softball climate here?
Consistency is number one, and just letting those girls know that I love them, I'll do anything for them, and get them onto my side. Because if they don't trust me and don't believe in me, it doesn't matter if I'm the best coach out there. They're not going to listen to a word I have to say. I
hope other coaches at home are listening. They have to trust you first before you can even do talking X's and O's and bat stances, right? So speaking about our Warhorse softball team, starting the season off 1-1, what are your expectations, honestly, for this season?
My expectations are pretty high. We're 1-1 right now. Our first game went very well. The second game, not so well. We found some of our weaknesses that we need to work on. Mm-hmm. And so I'm excited. We have a busy week this week. Every day from here on out we play. We should be able to go 4-0 the rest of the week.
That's awesome.
So
4-0 rest of the way, games all this week. In your mind, in your opinion, like what truly makes a good softball player?
They have to be well-rounded. They have to be able, if I say you need to go play here, they can leave the position they're normally playing at and go play. And they're able to adapt to anything that's thrown at them. Nothing shocks them, nothing throws them off. And they have a good attitude, they hustle, and they have just a heart for the game.
How do you feel as a coach, Coach Mo, about the statement, players, everybody reacts great when you're winning. How do you feel like your players handled like their second loss after starting off the season winning 17-6 and then falling short in the second game? How did they handle that setback?
Well, we're actually learning how to deal with that, how to overcome that, and we'll see today if we've overcome that, if we've figured out how to come back after adversity.
I'm so excited, man. I'm a softball parent. I'm excited to see the culture and the climate change here. Lady Warhorse are playing all week. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, joined with our student athlete of the week, Miss Kaylee Shakur. So please don't go anywhere. Hello and welcome back. I'm your host, Mr. Anthony Collins. Joining me is this week's student athlete of the week, Miss Kaylee Shakur. Kaylee, congratulations and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So please tell myself and the viewers at home exactly what it means to you to be considered by your coaches and teammates this week's student athlete of the week.
I'm very proud of myself because it takes a lot of hard work. Knowing that I'm a multi-sport athlete, it takes a lot of dedication and work to get to where I'm at.
So you say it takes a lot of dedication and work. How much are you working outside of practice?
A lot. A lot. Because I have a job too. So it's dedication. It's a lot of work.
So for the viewers at home who may not know, tell us what position do you play?
I am the catcher.
You are the catcher. Okay, so I've always had a question. How can you sit back there behind home plate all day on your knees and not get tired? How does that work?
Like my coach said, I've been doing it since I was young.
Okay.
I've been the same position since I was young. So I'm very adapted to it now. Okay. So it's practicing.
So for people at home who probably don't understand, tell us, how hard is it to play catcher for unlimited amount of innings? How hard is that?
Very hard, because your knees get weak, and you gotta adapt to it. It's hard, but you can get it. it's never a moment where you can't.
So tell us, Kayleigh, you're a sophomore, correct?
Yes, sir.
So 2 years in the program. Where do you see our softball program going, like this season?
I see it going very far because we just got some stuff that we need to work on. But other than that, our head is in it, but we're gonna get there.
You're gonna get there. How do you feel like the other teammates are adapting this season? 2 games in, 1 win, 1 loss. How's the team morale? How you guys feeling?
I feel like the team, we feeling good. That last loss, we got in our head. But other than that, we gonna come back.
You're gonna definitely come back.
We're gonna come back.
So we got 4 games this week.
Yes, sir.
Coach just set the bar really high and said we're going 4-0. What do you say?
We're going 4-0.
We're going 4-0. Starting this afternoon, we're going
Yes.
4-0. So, Kayleigh, tell us, sophomore on the team, leader on the team, what exactly do you do differently, like to just make yourself stand out as a leader at practice?
I hustle 24/7. I uplift my teammates. I make sure they're doing good during the sport and without doing the sport. I make sure they're doing good. Mental health all right. They're physically all right. I got to make sure my teammates good because if they not good mentally, they can't be good physically.
Oh, I love it. You are every coach's dream. I'm going to get you out of here with 2 more questions. A lot of people sometimes gloss over the part of student athlete. How important is it to you to set the bar high, like as far not only just on the field but in the classroom also?
I got to make sure I get good grades because, I mean, it's not no point in being an athlete if you can't get it right in school because you can't go far. You can't go far if you don't know nothing.
Did y'all hear that at home? Make sure you're hitting the books too, right?
You can't do nothing. You can't understand.
I love it, man. And last, I get y'all on here on this. Coach Mo, first year coaching, self-admitted she's a young coach. Just tell us, man, like what has Coach Mo done for this program? What does she mean to you guys on the team?
I feel as if Coach Mo is a great coach because she's very hard on us, but she has. I mean, that's a coach. You
Right.
love your coach. They're gonna have to be hard on you. You gotta adapt to it. We had a hard coach, but it's like she's very hard on us, which makes us better. So I love it.
Is it more so she's hard on you guys, or she's real big on accountability?
Like she really big on.
She's real big on accountability. I know I said that was my last question, but I might have lied. A home run contest. Who hit more home runs, you or Coach Mo?
We have to test that out because I'm shoot. Okay.
Thank you, Kayleigh. Again, let's give it up for our Student Athlete of the Week, Miss Kayleigh Shakur. Don't go anywhere. We'll be joined back again by Coach Mo and another great young leader on this softball team. Warhorse is on the beat, man. 4-0 this week. Come back with us. Welcome back to the Warhorse Coaches Show. Again, I'm Mr. Anthony Collins, joined again by Coach Mo, and again by another outstanding member of the Warhorse softball team, Miss Milani Filson. Milani, welcome to the show. How you feeling? Good. So your coach and teammates pick you as one of the just leaders on the team. How does it make you feel to be recognized as a leader?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm surprised. Like I don't know, like I'm honored.
You're honored by it. So what are some ways that you feel like you just like set yourself apart from your teammates to be a leader? Like what do you do at practice?
Like my recent player said, like, she hustle and like, like if you want the team down, you gotta be there to, lift them up and stuff like.
Are you more of like a vocal leader or you just lead by example?
Lead by example.
Lead by example. So you're not gonna be the one out there doing a lot of rah-rah, but they can make sure to know Milani's out there, first one at practice, last one lead practice, giving us 110%.
Yes, sir.
So looking forward to this season, like everybody said, we're 1-1. What are you looking forward to this season from the team?
Honestly, wins and just fun. Like, I'm just looking for fun this year, but also wins and
Definitely wins. I know nobody wants to go out there and lose, so you want to be competitive, right?
Right.
Coach Mo sitting right here on the side of you. Tell us one thing that she has done differently this year for the program. Do you like, wow, man, like this really like is different, setting us apart?
I definitely think like, she's harder on us this year, so it's like we, like she set a good example for us. Like, you mess up, she's right there to tell you how to fix it. Like, I definitely like her as a coach.
So for myself and the viewers at home who may not know, what position do you play?
I play left field.
You play left field, so I'm gonna just go out on a limb. You gotta be kind of fast to play outfield, right?
Right.
So you're not slow.
No.
So why do you think, or a better question, what makes you such a good left fielder?
I really don't know. Like, I just, like when I got put in that spot, I just stayed there. Like,
You just, whatever coach puts me in, I'm gonna play. So Coach Mo, what makes Milani such a great left fielder?
She gets good angles to the ball, so it's not always about how fast you are, but how fast can you get to the ball? Can you find the fastest way to get to the ball? And And she also has a good arm to get the ball back into the infield. If it does get past her, she has a good enough arm. Maybe we can still get an out on the bases.
Right, right. Earlier, Coach, when I interviewed you, you said that this was a godsend. This was all God's time. And so kind of sticking to that, you have 2 sophomore ladies, so they are the foundation, the building blocks of the program. How do you see yourself building with just 2 ironclad, solid ladies like Milani and Kaylise?
And actually, they're not the only 2 good sophomores I got.
Wow.
I've got a
Wow.
couple more who are just hard workers. They show up every day. My starting pitcher, Mariah, she's a sophomore. Couldn't ask for any better. Put in the work. She's been pitching on a bum ankle. She rolled it a couple weeks ago, and she's been pitching on it. So for my sophomores, I'm excited. We have a lot to build on. All right, you're never good enough to not practice. But I'm excited to see where we're going to go.
I love it, man. If anybody's at home listening to this and you're not fired up, like you're listening to the wrong interview. Coach, 4 games this week again. What pitchers or what teams are you kind of gearing up for and scheming for going forward over this big 4-game stretch?
Well, we're out to get vengeance today against Rapides because they're our loss, and we never should have lost to them. We're the better team all around. We just made errors that we defeated ourselves. So today, we're taking it one day at a time this week, but today we're seeking vengeance on Rapides.
Say that, Coach. We shouldn't have lost that game. We were the better team. I love it. I love the confidence, and that exudes down and trickles down to everybody else. So 4 games this week. Coach, Milani, either one of you guys can answer. What is the end goal for the season?
I don't know,
District champs?
That would be a nice
Hopefully.
goal. I would love us to at least be able to make it to the second round of playoffs.
Oh, man.
That's our goal. If we could make second round, I think we would surprise a lot of people.
I wouldn't be surprised. From what I've seen with these ladies and hearing from you, I would not be surprised at all. Milani, 2 questions and we'll get you out of here as student athlete. Number 1, what do you feel like you have to do differently, to set yourself apart from everybody else? Because you can't be a leader on the field, not a leader in the classroom. So where do you get that emphasis on the classroom from? Where does that come from?
In the classroom, you have to set a different example because you're an athlete, especially when you're coach, at the school
Correct.
too. You just have to set a different example in the classroom. If you act this way on the field, act this way in the classroom also.
You ever heard the saying, attitude reflects leadership?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't have a bad attitude in the classroom and then expect to be a leader on the field, right?
Right.
So, again, Coach Mo's a young coach. He admitted it. What does Coach Mo mean to you and this team, in your own words?
Coach Mo, I don't even look at her as a coach. That's my girl. She always it's always a vibe with Coach Mo.
I love it, man. And the same question I asked Kaylise, and I might get in trouble for it, but I'm already on the roll. Home run derby, you and Coach Mo. Who's hitting more balls?
You see, I'm gonna get it to Coach.
Okay.
Cause yeah.
You gonna get it to Coach?
I'm gonna give it to her.
Coach, what I have seen, what you're building, the interaction with your players is phenomenal. If you're at home, you have nothing to do in the next 4 days. The Lady Warhorses are playing 4 straight days of softball games. They're accepting all donations because, Coach, I'm pretty sure balls, jerseys, tape, none of that stuff's cheap, right? Warhorse Softball, send in your checks, send in your cash. Man, come out there and watch and just see what it's all about, right? It's a new day at Peabody. Coach, thank you. Milani, keep up the hard work. Kaylise, sky's the limit. If you come to a game this week, you'll see me out there and you will get to see the Warhorse Ladies Softball team dominating because they are the best team. Come back next week. I'm Mr. Collins. Thank you for your time.